Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Jameis Winston's Buccaneers going up against Bridgewater's Panthers.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Jameis now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
On first, here's Washington. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and goal, Washington. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, Washington. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Robbins. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They run it with Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. The 40. He's at the 30. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Nice pick, nice pick.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll toss it out to Carson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Bridgewater on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robbins. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
third down. Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. 18 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He may try and Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first down throw for Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff for Washington. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The gun, Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Winston now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they get 14 yards there at a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Winston now from the 50. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Jameis again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And his kick is good. Elsewhere is, sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Tiger. Four down.
To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Bridgewater now on second down. Funches with a catch over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Bridgewater. It's caught by Funches. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, they gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger. Chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, hurry up. Here we go. Over. No. Jack, Patriot.
This is Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue, landing. Detroit. Lucky 56.
Play clock winding down.
Now let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And his guys are going to have a 1st and goal down at the 3-yard line. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. On the give, this is Washington. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's Samuel, caught left side. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Flushed out right. And this will be caught at the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the play clock's running down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Carson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's McCaffrey. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Staying on the ground with Washington. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Washington. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They're going to look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
He's got daylight. 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Panthers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start the drive with Washington. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.